Hello, it's Lee from Silverback Runner, and today I'm going to share with you 10 reasons why running slower in your endurance running training will ultimately make you a faster and less injury prone runner as you age. So, number one, it will help build your aerobic engine, the foundation of your endurance running. Look, if you're going to do any endurance running, then it is the foundation. We've probably all seen the triangle where at the bottom you've got that endurance base. If you don't build that out wide enough, big enough, then if you move on to other various forms of training, strength or speed, you're going to be much more prone to injury. If you do endurance based, aerobic based running, then at easy level, then you're going to recover a lot quicker. Though I would never be a slave to a watch, at the end of the day, even my watch will tell me if I go out for 7 miles and it's a really easy pace, normally it will say, you'll be recovered in 12 hours. You go out for a hard run in a much higher level, you're suddenly finding 24 hours or even more to recover. Now, whilst I wouldn't take those times as Bible, it still shows you that it's putting your body under a lot more strain. So you're able to recover a lot quicker, which is key for older runners. It's easier on your joints. The faster you go, the more strain you're putting on your mechanics. Think of it like a car. The quicker you drive a car, the more things likely are to rattle and to fall off. And us humans are no different, particularly as we get older. So it's just easier on your joints if you're just going at that steady pace. The ironic thing is that number 4 is your pace will improve over time as your muscles become stronger. I found this many years ago. I was training for a event called the Brevet 10 in 10. And I was that's 10 marathons in 10 days. And I pretty much did my own training plan. And my view was that I just went out really slow because I just wanted to basically get that aerobic base and that endurance. I didn't care how long the 10 marathons in 10 days were going to take me. So my training was, in my head was, I'll just go out slow and easy. And I found that I was quickly getting up in my training to quite high distances, say on a Sunday long run, 20, 25 miles. Sometimes I even went out for 34 miles, which I wouldn't really recommend. But my recovery was still pretty quick. But the irony was, I did no speed training. Now, I'm not saying that's a good idea, but I did no speed training in my training at all. It was all steady, aerobic, kind of easy runs. I didn't know anything about math or anything like that. I just did that instinctively. And one of my last runs before I did the 10 in 10, I did the Brighton Marathon. And I said to my wife, I'm going to go out really easy, probably 4.5 hours, just to get used to that kind of pace. And I went and started the run, and I just felt fantastic. And of course, the adrenaline's running from the ven and everything. And my wife was at the halfway point where she thought she'd see me at a kind of 4.5 hour runner, and she never saw me. And I ended up doing I think 3 hours 24, which was a PB. And as it stands, it's still a PB for me. Now, I'd done no speed training at all. I just got quicker by building up that endurance and that aerobic capacity, and I did that by basically running well within my aerobic base as I built up the training. Number 5, you can run more miles in a week because the recovery is there. I find this when I'm going through phases where I'm just running, easy runs, most of them, I find that if I've got the time, I can run more miles because by the next day, if I go out for a 10, 11, 12 mile run, there's no speed run in it. It's all within an easy kind of range. I could talk or sing the whole way round, not that I would, or if you're going with your heart rate, it's within your easy heart rate zone. And I just find that if you said to me the next day I had to run another 10 miles, 12 miles, at the level of running I'm at the moment, I could do that. And whatever level your level would be, you'd find that you could probably go the next day. So it does actually enable you ultimately to run more, and it keeps you generally away from injury, which I'll come to in a minute. Number 6, it's easier to stay motivated when you're not pushing yourself too hard. Now, there's a double-edged sword to this. Some people find lots of easy running boring. So I suppose you could say it can be demotivating. But also, for many runners, it means that they're not getting this thing where they don't feel they're going fast enough, and they see their mileage going up, like I've just said, and their stamina increasing, and that in itself can be very motivational. Because remember, once you've built that base up, you can add in some speed and strength training. Because remember that triangle, you're building that bottom part up. If you've built that up, then you can introduce that. As I said, at number 8, training slower tends to help you avoid injury, because you're giving your body time to adapt. Now, of course, it depends at what level you come into this at, but the less experienced you are as an endurance runner, the more that running slower will help your body adapt to the strain of running. You'll build your muscles, and your body will adapt to the running, and that will mean that you will, if not avoid injuries, you will have far fewer injuries. Number 9, it can help you avoid burnout. Now look, no one can be at their peak all the time. You can't be at your peak 364 days a year. As of making this video now, we're in a lockdown in the UK, and like many countries because of coronavirus. There's no way that you can just stay at that peak the whole time, and you shouldn't try to. So you should have cycles of training, either via a training plan or just instinctively see them as seasons, 4 seasons in a year. So, at the moment, I am doing nearly all easy runs. May do one speed-based training a week, but even that's at the easier end of my speed training, because I'm not looking to peak at the moment. I've got no races in the pipeline. I want to keep injury free. I know that my body's under a certain amount of stress and strain because my business and my other business, my hair salon's closed. So it's about really building out that aerobic base. So introducing lots of easy runs, the rule of thumb tends to be 80-20, 80% easy runs, 20 to 15% speed, or sometimes in your training plan, having all easy runs for a period of time can really help you, avoid burning out, and also allows you to think about your running a bit more and have that cycle in place so that you peak at the right times. Think of Olympic athletes. Quite often you see them and they will lose some races, and you think, oh, they're not doing so well. And then the Olympics come up and they win 3 gold medals. And then the races afterwards, they lose. But people don't remember those races before and after. They remember the races, they remember the Olympics, the golds they won in the Olympics. And they learn how to peak as best they can their body at the right time. Number 10, basically it prepares, as I've said earlier, your body for the speed and strength sessions. If you've not really ever done that, or your body hasn't been used to that, then running easy, building up that aerobic base, coming back to the triangle again, the pyramid, if you've really built that up at the bottom, then when you start introducing speed sessions, strength sessions into your training, then your body is going to adapt a lot more easily to this. All these 10 are particularly relevant if you're an older runner, if you're particularly an older runner that's never run endurance or hasn't done endurance for a little while. Past performance does not always equal future performance. So if you've not run for 5-6 years, you can't just expect to come straight back into that. So hopefully this video has really helped you get a view of why easy runs and building your aerobic base is so key, and what benefits it will give you as an endurance runner if you do these things. Anyway, thanks a lot. Bye for now.